The mystery at Blind Frog Ranch follows Duane and his son Chad and a small team looking for gold and buried treasure. In 2009, Duane first saw the region's caverns, and in 2018 he bought 160 acres there, southeast of Ballard, and named it the Blind Frog Ranch because he discovered the caverns underneath were populated by blind frogs. The goal is to mine the land for precious metals and possibly locate a treasure left behind. The ranch is located in eastern Utah, just outside of Vernal, Utah, and it's about 20 miles north of Skinwalker Ranch. The series is about the family's attempt to get into the 2 miles of caverns on the property. They have hard evidence that there's actual gold down there, although they do not know how much. There seems to be some kind of dark force, according to Duane, that they come to believe is trying to prevent them from finding the treasure. Their equipment seems to break down for no reason, and sometimes just simply disappears. Much like Skinwalker Ranch, strange things happen on the Blind Frog Ranch.
Hey, look at this.
Wow.
Oh, that is that's a kill right there.
Hey, keep an eye around you now.
Or part of a kill anyway.
It's fresh.
Yeah.
You can see a little bit of scuffle kind of in here a little bit where maybe drug it around.
Something went on.
See, look at this mark right here.
That looks like claw marks there.
Yeah. Because it's kind of drug a little bit. I can't really tell what type it is.
It's like there's so many missing parts that, where are they? Like the legs?
Yep. Where's the skin?
Well, there's no skin.
But there's so much meat still here.
Yeah. Whatever did this would take the good stuff.
Yeah.
And the guts, the soft stuff, and leave the skin and the head and the antlers or whatever it was. I don't know what it was.
Or they'll bury it and come back for it.
They come back for it occasionally to eat it.
As a little girl, we lived in the middle of a big ranch. We just had 20 acres, but the ranch was all the way around us. They had cows in the back of the property. At night, about 3 o'clock in the morning, you would hear this creature scream. The cows were going insane. It sounded like a stampede. And so the next day, the rancher would come over to our house and he'd say, "Hey, I lost another cow last night. If you see any coyotes, kill them." And I kept telling him, man, it's not the coyotes. It's this thing. This creature. This is what's doing the killing. I like using the word creature because I don't know what they are.
Damn, another one?
Same type of scenario, it looks to me like. Some buck was mutilated.
It's the same damn thing. Ripped the head off.
Kind of makes you wonder if somebody ain't leaving a message here. For years, we hadn't seen anything like this. Nothing. And this here is the third one we've seen.
According to over at Skinwalker, they have these mutilations over there too.
Yeah, about 3 months ago.
Well, apparently we got a little bit of it now.
We've never had this kind of problems before, so whatever's going on here, I sure hope it stops, because, you can just tell it's not right.
This whole place is a mystery. But these pieces are starting to line up. We got stories about the Aztec treasure, and we also have stories about the Rhodes mine. We have Spanish coins, and we also have Mormon coins. And then we find those petroglyphs that look like they could be Aztec. And to top it all off, we have a giant box in the caves down below us. Now we find this tunnel that someone spent a lot of time in digging. It feels like we're just one piece away from putting it all together.
And we're sitting here chatting with the guys from the TV show, The Mystery at the Blind Frog Ranch. It's on Discovery Plus, and I haven't seen the show yet, but I'm definitely fascinated by it. And we're chatting with Duane and Chad. Guys, thanks for coming on.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, I really appreciate you guys being here. And if you would, tell for the audience, kind of tell us a little bit about the show and the ranch itself.
So we're up here in Utah, have a ranch up here. We're looking for the lost treasure of the Lost Roads mine. It's from the 1600s, and we don't know if it started from the Spaniards or the Aztecs, but we're finding stuff, little clues along the way, and we think we're really getting close. There's fault lines all over our property, and we believe that they stored them in those fault lines, because there wasn't really a safe place to put them, so they had these big caves that they could hide them in.
That's really cool. Have you guys found any evidence that the gold's there, or is it more or less kind of like a local legend?
It's both. It's both. So you hear the legend around town and all over Utah. Everyone knows about it. But also we have satellite proof that shows a llama trail going all the way up to our property. And there's a circle pin where they used to store them, and that's where they used to haul the gold back and forth, is what we're told. And we have scientific evidence, and we have geology. We have a lot of people coming in to help us, and it's showing us that we're at the right spot.
That's really cool. That's really cool, especially kind of a mystery of living somewhere where you're constantly looking for gold. And I just think that's fascinating. I would like to live in a place like that. I know that season 1 is done and season 2 has actually been approved. You guys are going to start filming, I believe, in January, from what I'm told. If someone were to tune in to season 1, again on Discovery Plus, what would the viewer kind of expect to see?
What we have there is a water cavern, and that's what we think. They flooded the cavern with water so no one could get back in there. So what we're doing is we're actually scuba diving in the cavern, and we're finding different stuff along the way. Season 1 will show you different things that are inside there, and it's not an easy task going in and under the water like that. So we're having some issues. And
I hear you. Well, I know that there's a clip that we're going to play, and this is the diving for the gold. Let's take a look.
Chad's going to go to slide down that chute and see if he can get into the cavern.
All right, be safe, brother.
Normally on a dive like this, Chad would use a scuba tank, but it's just too tight to get down through that pipe. So what we had to do is rig up a compressor that would pump air down to Chad through his face mask. It's pretty damn dangerous, but it's the only entry point right now that we know of. You know, you probably shouldn't try this at home.
See in there, go. This will be easy.
Got that little bit there.
I can't hear you. It's not working. I can't hear you. My radio's not working. Hang on. Machine's fixing to die. Damn it.
Has OSHA approved the working conditions on this job site? I'm just breaking balls. Don't answer that question, guys. I'm fascinated by this whole thing. You know, when I very first heard of the Blind Frog Ranch, I was talking to Russell Accord from Expedition Bigfoot, and he was telling me about this water that you get into. He's been in this spring on your guys' property, and it's cold. It's ice cold. But it interacts with your body in such a weird way that when you get in, you feel warm, which I find strange. And Duane, there's lots of strange things going on that property, isn't there?
Lots of strange things. We deal with ley lines, energy fields, blue auras,
all short lightning strikes, and we've done this since '09. So there's some crazy stuff. We think that there's a meteorite on there from satellite technology. In saying that, we think that that's probably what's charging the water that's helping these people that get in this water and have massive pain, and they get out 30 to 40 minutes later and they don't have it. So we can't explain what's going on, but Discovery Channel is stepping up to the plate to try to figure these things out, which is a huge thing for us.
Yeah, it's strange. I mean, we have mineral springs you can get into in the Pacific Northwest, hot springs that you can get into, and you'll feel like $1 million when you get out of the water. But I won't say that I don't think anyone's ever been healed from it. And what's weird about this spring on your guys' property is there's a lot of people who've come forward and they said, I had X, Y, and Z, and after being in this water, I no longer have that anymore. Chronic pain, chronic illnesses, weird stuff like that, where they don't seem to have it anymore. Have you guys actually had that water tested at all?
So yes, we have some people that came in that took samples of the water that's going to take it to the nanoparticle size. In saying that, we will know 100% of each and every element that's in there and the particle size of this whole deal. I don't know if they're going to be able to pick up the charge on it, but there's something going on. You can get in that water and it can be freezing cold. There's been people in that water at 40 degrees and snow on the ground, and they'll get in that water and stay for an hour, plus or minus. And it's like it puts an electrolysis around your body that they don't get cold, where normally they would have froze. So lots of strange things on this whole deal. And so many people are telling their story. You know, all I can do is just tell their experiences. There's been people with eye problems that had cataracts on their eye and glaucoma. My gosh, they get in this water plus go lay in the energy field, and 2 hours later, they don't have these problems. And they're willing to, tell their story. My biggest deal is, hey, I think people need to know that there's something more out there. Chad's biggest deal is the same way. And hell, man, don't shoot the messenger.
Yeah. And it is kind of cool, the whole water thing. I heard about it from Russell Accord. He was telling me about it, and it sounded weird to me. It's nothing like I'd ever heard before. With regard to the gold that's on the property, do you guys have an estimate as far as how much gold is actually there?
No, we don't have any of that. We have satellite scans that gives us basically where they're, you might say they're reading the ions on the surface. It doesn't tell us how deep or how much there is. We just have target points that we work for or work towards. And Chad's out there on the mountain always searching and getting different GPS coordinates to help us figure out where we want to go next. There's all kinds of rules and regulations up here in Utah, and we want to be respectful for that. Boundary lines kind of move around on us, just crazy stuff that a long time ago nobody ever cared, but now they do. So away we go.
Yeah, I hear ya. And I know out there on the property, you guys actually haven't seen Sasquatch or any of these weird entities that people run into. And you're only like 20 miles from Skinwalker Ranch. You guys don't quite have all that weird stuff going on. There is a lot of very strange things that happen on the property. And much like Skinwalker Ranch, you guys have animals that get killed that are just mutilated in weird. When you guys find them, it's odd. A poacher didn't seem to do it, and I wouldn't imagine coyotes would do it. And I played one there in the beginning of in the intro of one of the strange kills. Let's take a look at this other one.
We've seen a lot of things out here, and I've seen things that y'all haven't seen, and I haven't backed off yet, but I need you guys' help. I will make this work, and I'll make it good for everybody that hangs in there. And if and when we can do anything.
What is that?
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
It's those cows that are over here.
Yeah.
Something spooked him. I'll go down right here. You want to go around over there?
Go down there.
Yep.
Did you hear that? They just started hauling ass.
Oh, yeah.
The cows were super spooked, so you could hear these like huge branches snapping, running right towards us. And we don't even own cows here. It's from the neighbors across the way.
That's crazy.
I thought I saw something dart across though. Look at that. Look over there. It's like the insides are gone. Hey, it's right over here. Look at this. See this? Oh, that's a deer.
What the?
It got ripped apart here.
His head is off. Yeah. Oh, man.
Look at that son of a bitch.
Something got a hold of his ass.
His head has been chewed off.
And that's what scared the cows?
Yeah, I would think so. When he chewed the damn head off a deer.
Oh, man.
Some weird goes on around here, I know that.
It's very strange. Very, very strange. I know that you guys haven't seen any creatures on the property, but there has been strange objects in the sky that have been reported by many people, and even you guys have seen them, haven't you, Chad?
Absolutely. Yeah. So coming out here, I was kind of skeptical of the whole thing, really. But as much stuff as we've seen flying around, and I have night vision goggles and record now, and it's amazing. Now I haven't seen anything super up close like he has, but definitely see everything right angles. They're not satellites at all. Stuff moving around at that airplanes. So I'm a pilot, and I know how airplanes and helicopters move, and this is totally different. It blows my mind. But yeah, there is stuff flying around out there, definitely.
What is it that you saw, Duane?
In 09, plus or minus, we were told kind of where to dig, and that's where we drilled down and with a big 36-inch auger, we went down the neighborhood of 75 foot, and that's where we drilled through some blue dirt. I'm kind of colorblind, but it was blue to me, so let's just hang with that one. But once we popped through that in two different spots, that's when the blue aura came out of the ground and lightning strikes were percolating out of the ground about 4 foot tall. And these are big mountains, and so we were kind of told that there was a little bit of a problem on what we released, and so we went out there and hell, man, it's already out there. So don't shoot the messenger. I seen 9 craft. And they came in to make sure that everything went right. And I got to witness that. Don Nikoloff was the other man that witnessed it. He's no longer here. He passed away. And there's a guy out of Amarillo, Texas that saw it. So it was a pretty good eye-opener. But they're real. They came in somewhat fast. They defy gravity. They sat there in the air, no noise, and whenever they finally parked, they would blow a fog around their ship where it looked like a cloud, and they were very close. I couldn't change the oil in them. I couldn't check a serial number on them, but I guarantee you one thing: it wasn't too far off that we couldn't,
Yeah, it's weird. It's really weird. What did the craft look like?
So it'd be like 2 plates, one on top of the other, like a sphere, I guess, a upside down plate, and then one on the bottom. They were shiny. They were rigs. They nothing like we were ever told that the government has. So 9 of them, they came in 3, 3, and 3, and so Oh man, here we go. So anyway, just like I say, whenever they came in kind of fast, because we were told we were in a bind out there of what we disturbed, and we got to see those rigs come in. They let us look at them until we left that project that night.
So strange. And you said there was a cloud. They produced a cloud to kind of cover, more like camouflage, I guess, or to hide themselves.
Yeah, the ships come in, and they came in three at a time. They came in threes, and there was 9 all the way across the top of these mountains where we were working. And just like I say, they would come in so fast that it was like they outran their fog around them. And so once they parked, it would just be just like a pressure or a cloud material would like the word, I guess, cloak them. So if they were way up in the air, you would think that they were just clouds.
So strange. Very, very strange. Well, I can't wait to check out the show. Again, for the audience, it's Mystery at Blind Frog Ranch. And if you want to go out and check out the ranch, go to blindfrogranchtour.com. And the guys will even let you get in the water. I might have to book a tour and come check it out. I'd love to check out that water. But I wish you guys success on season 2. Again, check it out. Mystery at Blind Frog Ranch on Discovery. Duane and Chad, thanks so much for coming on, guys.
Thank you, brother.
Thanks, Wes.